It's the 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Kia.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. And on tap tonight, it's the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And one of you in the Capitol building here in our location tonight, Washington, D.C. It's the home of the Wizards here in Washington, D.C. as we bring you an interconference match here at the Verizon Center. We're all set to bring you NBA action. At this point of the season, Doris, near the midway point, teams really now talking about what they're going to be and where they may go from where they are right now.
Well, I think you have a good familiarity with your roster. You know the strengths and weaknesses of your team. If there's aspects you need to shore up, you might be eyeing as the trade deadline approaches. You definitely have a handle on how you win and who you are.
Our coaches sometimes, and maybe this is true with every sport, too close to it, where sometimes they need to step back and get perspective. Do they seek outside counsel, just another pair of eyes on a team and the feel of the team?
I think just like in life, you need truth tellers in your world, right? And you want people who are as good, or to be honest, you hope that you surround yourself with people that are better than you, and you know your true friends are the ones who tell you the truth.
I don't have many friends. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Zach LaVine is out there with Dunn, and it's Rush. Then there's Towns, and it's Garnett in at the 4 spot.
Now that's a beautiful in-between game. Towns just so pure on that shot.
There's a screen by Gorton. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That's his first foul.
Ref's calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Wall draws the double. Loose, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. Morris a screen. Outside, Wall. Shot clock at 5. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. A fader.
Well, there's the 2008 Defensive Player of the Year. KG's been frustrating shooters for a long, long time.
For 3, LaVine, good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
A lot of times in the first quarter, it will dictate how big a role a player has later on.
And he's one of those guys who can step up and be a big-time contributor on certain nights. We'll see if that 3 gets him going.
He kicks it to Towns. That's good, and it's LaVine with the assist. And that's now 6 points for Karl Anthony Towns. Outside, Wall. He gets it in there.
Accelerating to the rim. Wall can get there in the blink of an eye.
Timberwolves have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Here's Towns. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And Doris, a lot of people knew that Towns would be good in the NBA, but just how quickly he has established himself as a defensive force is very impressive. You can see how he impacts decisions that opponents are making on the floor around him.
Yeah, I think Towns is always lurking and always aware of what the opposite offense is thinking about, and so he gets a lot of his blocks when the shooter didn't even know Cat was in position to block it. And what's really impressive is how versatile Cat is with who he can match up with, and his defense individually in one-on-one situations. What a competitor. Went to the glass hard, pulled a foot back, made sure that wasn't a wasted possession.
The Wizards shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And steady from the free throw line. Morris has gotten there less since he's been shooting more threes.
Dunn kicks to Towns. He tries for 3. Another miss by Minnesota.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Wall. That one doesn't go.
Incredible defense. Takes real courage to risk getting posterized and come up with a big stop.
And it's good for 2. Garnett's got his first basket.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Steve Clifford. David.
Well, Kevin, he said for them to be successful, they have to act like, and I quote, a swarm of angry bees, unquote, every time the ball goes into the post. If they don't, he thinks they're going to be in for a long night. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Levine wide open. Trying to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. And Zach Levine gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And Zach Levine gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Muhammad's checked in. And Dunn over to help. Here's Wall. Excellent D there from Garnett. The Minnesota Timberwolves coming to this one after the win against...
Boom!
Oh, my God.
That's how you attack. Wow.
How'd he do that?
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. Minnesota shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. The free throw drops for Towns.
Well, you just love the way Cat carries himself. I'll say this, he knows what work is.
Knocks it loose and stolen by Dunn. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Dunn's got his first basket of the night.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. And the Wizards looking to build a new practice facility south of the Verizon Center on the grounds of the former St. Elizabeth's Hospital. Doors expected to be completed in 2018.
And Kevin, this is a project that will include housing and retail space, a 5,000-seat arena for the women's basketball team. Nice to see some development in a neighborhood, Ward 8, that could use the extra tax dollars.
And he clearly doesn't like what's going on out there right now.
He's upset. You know, there's no attention to detail over these last couple of minutes.
Chance to compare steals versus fouls over the last 5 games and the season as a whole for Rubio.
He's been reckless over these past 5 games, and his steal and foul numbers reflect that. Those totals were much better earlier in the season, but he's gotten where he's trying to do too much defensively. He needs to just calm things down.
Wall dishes to Morris. They get it. And again, Washington, no good.
Regardless of that miss right there, that's a shot you want him taking. He practices that all the time, makes a ton of them.
Rush's shot is off. Wizards trail by 10. And a wide open look for Porter. And another miss by Washington. The Timberwolves have gone 8 of 11 in the first quarter. They'll take that percentage any night. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Gortat. Now, here's Dunn, covered by Wall. Muhammad, the pass to Rush. Timberwolves passing it around.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Dunn misses. Wall wide open. Knocks down the 3-ball. Wall's got it back down to within single digits for the Wizards. Dunn kicks to Garnett. Pass to Towns. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way.
I had a chance to look at the stats for Garnett. This last month, he has been a real positive for this team. 8th in steals, and not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
Wall dishes to Beal.
Yeah, that one put him over the limit, and it's so early that if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
You know, we've seen the last few seasons Bradley Beal take a big jump as a player, and it's not only his ability to knock down threes, that he's always been able to do. It's his overall offensive and defensive game where he's more complete.
Dunn kicks to Towns. In transition, here come the Wizards. Beal's running. And there's the call on Shabazz Muhammad. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Wizards have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
The third pick back in 2012 after one season at Florida. Beal is one to watch. Such an exciting talent.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. And for Beal, who continues to improve, he knows that in order to be a game changer, Doris, on the floor, he has to be deadly wherever he is with the ball.
You know, I think, Kevin, there is no doubt that Beal can take his game to another level this season. He's done much better moving without the ball to get easy looks and create space, and he is much more engaged in the little things that you need to be an elite shooting guard.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
No, and it looked like he got a bit ahead of himself and just couldn't pull back.
I mean, he was great in his last game. Clearly, he has not lost that love and feel.
No, he's having one of those stretches where you just have to stand back and admire the work he's putting in on the basketball court. He hasn't been able to shoot for a high percentage this quarter, but he's still pushing the action.
Muhammad, the pass to Dang. Doesn't get it to drop for him. The Wizards trail by 8. Beal gets a wide open look. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one open.
Muhammad dishes to Towns. Got that one up quick. Towns has got 18 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
And you don't have to go too deep into the box score to figure out why they lost that one. They just had an inability on that day to make shots.
Every offensive system is designed to create good looks, but if guys are distracted or freelancing, high percentage opportunities are tough to come by.
A lot of great defensive-minded coaches, too, in the NBA. Who stands out there for you?
Boy, this is Tom Thibodeau for me,
Yes.
right? I mean, he changes the way, you talk about taking away boxes and elbows in the NBA, loading up to ball side, giving up contested twos. That's Tom Thibodeau.
Attention to detail.
No question.
And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Mahinmi's checked in for Gortat. Nicholson comes in for Morris. Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for Porter. And it's Burke in for John Wall. Hill, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. A shot by Mahinmi, no good.
Great possession with an even better shot. Disappointing it doesn't go.
And Muhammad kicks to Dunn. Back to Muhammad. Feeds it to Hill. Has to rush. Now the dish to Jang. Wants to get it to Hill, and does. 6 on the shot clock. Nicholson grabs the board.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the back.
You'd expect the defense to be a bit more concerned about him than they were that time. Easy points inside.
Here's Dunn. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Dunn's got his second basket of the game.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Mahinmi with the screen for Beal. And Thornton kicks to Mahinmi. Nice ball movement by Washington. Mahinmi a screen. Burke Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. Burks got his second basket of the night. Minnesota leading by 8. Dunn passes to Hill. And Muhammad has it in the corner. And Zhang kicks to Rush. Back to Zhang. Hill left side. And off the glass. That one's good.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to summon up a little more sense of urgency.
Outside Beal. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. And here is our 2K leaderboard. These teams have been on fire over the course of the past 10 games. The Timberwolves, number 1.
Boy, they've been hot. You love to see this kind of offensive execution.
Minnesota's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. And Rush kicks to Zhang. To the paint and stolen by Thornton. Foul called that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And as always, the mid part of the NBA season, quite a grueling part of the schedule. Right now, let's check out how the standings are shaping up in the East. We'll look at Cleveland, holding on to second spot in the conference. A great season for them so far. And, of course, Washington. They're looking to salvage what they can of the season.
And, well, for Washington, there were fears they'd be one of the NBA's doormats this season. Those fears have turned out to be well-founded.
Yeah, the people who said they hadn't done enough in the offseason to improve this team were exactly right. They never put the foundation of winning in place.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Timberwolves leading by 8. And Muhammad has it in the corner. Kicks it to Dunn. The feed to Hill. And the rejection by Mahimi. Loose, and so it looks like Washington will retain possession here.
And who doesn't love stats? Here are some numbers for James. He's averaging 14 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. And I'm not sure he can play any better than he has. I mean, surprising a lot of people with this play here of late.
Now here's Beal. 14 points from him the last game against the Mavericks in Dallas. Dishes it to Hill. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Amazing. The quickness, the eye-hand coordination of these guys, extraordinary.
Passes it to Dunn. He dishes it to Zhang. Rebound by the Wizards.
You know, that kind of miss can rattle your confidence. He knows he should have had that one.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Timberwolves shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
Both free throws good from Hill. Of course, you've covered the game at so many levels, be it women's basketball, men's college, men's pro, and review how significant are the differences in the game from one level to the other.
Yeah, I think that the gap is significant. Vastly different games. I like to say I cover 3 different sports, even though they all are only basketball. Women's basketball is at an entirely different point in its history. To me, the college men's game, you know, the skill level is there, and increasingly it's getting better. But not on the floor at any one point are 5 guys, all of whom have the athleticism or the skill set to make it to the NBA. What's striking to me about the NBA is on any given trip up the floor, and in all likelihood on the vast majority of them, you're going to see something special.
That is so true. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for Zhang.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Here's Aldrich. Takes it off the glass. There's a minute left in the first. Burke with it. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. He feeds it to Beal. From deep. No good that time. So Minnesota will take it the other way. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Wizards team.
Not exactly a game that everyone will be talking about here, but both of these teams can show flashes at times.
We're seeing two teams that could be building more for the future, trying to instill a winning culture, and we'll see which team takes a step in that direction.
Gets one to fall, but only a second make in the first 7 attempts.
Timberwolves leading by 7. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Hill with it. Working on Nicholson. Hill dishes to Rush. Clock at 6. Muhammad the pass to Rush. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Dunn. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Timberwolves lead by 7. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And an exciting young backcourt in Washington with John Wall and Bradley Beal. Wall said that Beal is known for his appetite.
When we go out to eat, he gets like 2 meals. You know, like some people eat 1 meal and the second meal you'll get to go home. He really finishes 2 meals at one time, and it'd be like, dog, there's no way you about to eat that. So he likes to eat a lot, and he does a great job finishing it.
You think John Wall's hungry for a championship in D.C.?
I've seen that dude exactly the way John described it. And it's an unbelievable sight to behold. You literally cannot comprehend how anyone could scarf up that much food and still go out and play.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
And it's really about limiting their mistakes. And early on, they've been able to do that here in the first.
Smart basketball. Be patient. Don't force anything. Let the game come to you.
So on the floor for Minnesota, we got Shabazz Muhammad. Pekovic is out there with Cole Aldridge. Then there's Dunn, and it's Levine at the 2. Dunn kicks to Levine. That one falls, his second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
That just makes his way inside. Levine has a score-first mentality.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That's foul number 2 for him. And Wall kicks to Mahinmi. Thornton dishes the Wall. The pass to Morris. The turnaround Jay. A rebound by Pekovic. Timberwolves leading by 4. Bean passes to Dunn. He kicks it to Aldridge. Over to the left wing. It's up a 3. Muhammad, no luck.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Now we come to expect John Wall will make the right play, creates yet another open look.
Dunn kicks to Pekovic. Pass to Dunn. And Muhammad has it in the corner. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
You know, there are a lot of questions about whether Shabazz Muhammad, when he came into the NBA, would ever find his spot. I mean, he's mostly a scorer in college, but you weren't sure how it would translate to the NBA. Seems to be best in being a scoring threat off the bench right now.
Pekovic dishes to Dunn. Wall with some nice defense.
If he were shooting even a little better, they would have a much bigger lead.
Porter, no luck. And for Muhammad, he has found his role in acting as the offensive spark doors when his team needs him. And when you watch him play that role, he's suited to that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and I think knowing what your role is on a team can help a lot for a young developing player. If you have one thing to focus on and know what is expected out of you, it helps you feel a lot more comfortable. And Muhammad has definitely seen a boost to his game since being deployed as a sixth man.
Lets the three fly, and again, Minnesota with the triple.
Well, it's night and day when Muhammad's deep threat is working.
Feeds it to Thornton, expanding his range. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Now Aldridge, looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Muhammad, no luck. Here's Thornton, and it's Wall in the corner. Inside, Mahimi, Muhammad with the steal. Bekovic passes to Levine. They get a hand on it. Bekovic against Mahimi. It's not going to go for him. Wizards trail by 8. Tries to keep it alive. The dish to Porter. Wants to get it to Morris and does. Gets that one to drop. That's his third field goal in 8 tries.
Just a really good finisher inside. Morris showing aggressiveness at the point of attack.
Levine kicks to Aldridge. Rebound, Washington. Morris has got his third rebound tonight. Down low, here's Mahimi. And it's Mahimi finishing it off.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Aldridge dishes to Levine. Drills it from outside. Levine's got 8.
And the D has gotten a little bit lax here, defending the triple.
And it's out of bounds to the Wizards as Washington retains possession. And if you're wondering where the points are coming from here tonight, here's a breakdown in the scoring between the front court and back court tonight for Washington.
And it's been guard play, which really has shouldered the burden offensively here. They'd like a bit more production from the front court, but in the meantime, this backcourt has kept them in the game.
Morris a screen to the inside.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
And Bekovic kicks to Levine. That one falls. And it's a 9-point Timberwolves lead.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Wall, that's a two-pointer. Rebound by Aldridge. Aldridge has got his third rebound on the night. Dunn kicks to Aldridge. It's stolen by Morris. Pass to Porter from downtown. They get it again. Morris dishes the Wall. Outside for Thornton. He's hit again. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Levine.
Taking a look now at some numbers for Dunn. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so. First in steals, third in scoring, and he's in the top 5 in assists per game as well. He sees the floor and makes the game easier for his teammates.
Gortat's checked in for Washington. And then for Minnesota, Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Nikola Pekovic. Zhang comes in for Cole Aldridge. And it's Garnett in for Dunn. And we have a moment to take a look at the best three-point shooting teams in the NBA. The Timberwolves, number 1.
The threat of deep shooting makes everything easier offensively. They've been incredibly accurate from long range.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. And in rush, he's checked in for Shabazz Muhammad. Here's Thornton. And again, Washington, no good.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Rush the pass to Garnett. Levine for 3. Here's Towns. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. With the All-Star game almost here, let's see how the West is shaping up. Taking a look at Minnesota. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason. And, of course, the Golden State Warriors, 5.5 games behind.
Well, right now for the Timberwolves, every NBA season, there's always going to be some big surprises in store. And I think this season, they'd have to be considered one of the biggest of them all.
Oh, Oh, no question. And we're deep enough into the season to know, hey, this hasn't happened by accident. They are genuine contenders here.
Washington calls timeout. Doris, you've interviewed so many coaches over the years. Which coaches do you enjoy interviewing the most?
Well, I have to say my classmate, Billy Donovan.
No kidding.
We were both point guards in the class of '87. I like to tell Billy he was the second best one in that class, in fact. But I do enjoy.
I bet he enjoys that, too. He's a good man, isn't he?
He is, no question about it. And because he's new to the league, he's not objecting quite yet to the ad nauseum questions we tend to ask over and over.
How about quickly talking with Greg Popovich of San Antonio, which is always a challenge, whether you're calling the game or you're on the sideline?
I want you to understand something. When I am walking over to Greg Popovich, I want you to understand that my heart is pounding. I'm probably sweating.
No, come on.
And I'm trying not to shake.
Oh, come on. That's against everything you are. I know that. It's always good conversation, though.
And the offensively, they've been struggling. He just wants to get them back into a good flow and stop forcing shots.
You know, once you get out of rhythm, it's difficult to recapture it. Now they've got to figure some things out.
Here's Wall. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And his court vision was extraordinary, too. Let's not forget that. He was flawless passing the ball.
There's the pick. Morris, left side, looking to end the run. A shot, no good. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Here's Rush, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. It's going to go on Markieff Morris. For Minnesota, they have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Washington making some changes. Nicholson comes in for Markieff Morris. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Marcus Thornton. And Wall kicks to Nicholson. There's Beal with the three. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 7 rebounds in the game. Gortat with the steal. And now Wall running the floor all by himself. And the slam dunk by Wall.
I tell you, he's getting after it on the offensive end. Wall is doing work.
Levine kicks to Towns. It's tipped. Beal with the steal. Levine against Wall. Kicks it to Nicholson. Now here's Porter. He's guarded closely. Beal can't get that one to fall. Timberwolves leading by 11. Tipped away. Rush dishes to Garnett. Porter with the steal. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Good on the triple.
You can see Porter's confidence building steadily. The catch-and-shoot jumper becoming a real weapon.
Levine against Wall. Chang. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
You know, those points courtesy of an excellent entry pass into the post.
Ray Burks checked in for John Wall. For Minnesota, they haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. Wizards trailed by 11. And here is Burke. 9 points last game out. And stolen by Jang. Towns against Gortat. And stolen by Burke. Now here's Porter. 9 points last game out. Beal can't get it to go.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
And that one drops. Garnett's got the lead up to 13 now for the Timberwolves.
Well, solid mid-range. KG just getting work done.
Burke with it. And there's the feed to Nicholson. He's looking for Porter and finds him. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Jang's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Garnett with it. Now guarded by Porter. Jang the pass to Rush. Up and in on the layup. Rush has got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, strong move to the hole. Really used his height and reach to just drop it in over the smaller man.
Nicholson kicks to Gortat. And nothing is falling for him right now. Timberwolves leading by 15.
You know, I think one thing about Towns that sets him apart is that basically at this young age, no holes in his game, which is sort of remarkable. I don't think there's very many players in the NBA at his age that can say that. And you think about all of the aspects and facets that he has to his game, virtually every single one of them he's able to do at a high level.
Jordan Hill, he's checked in for Minnesota. Now here's Burke, guarded by Levine. Burke dishes to Beal. Rush with the steal. And now Minnesota on the fast break. And then Levine with the jam.
Well, multiple-time winner of the slam dunk contest, Levine has got a creative streak.
Wizards trailed by 19. Now Burke. Dishes to Porter. Takes the three. The rebound by Garnett.
And you know, you can feel the desperation right now. They're starting to lose their composure offensively.
You know, and this is where your leaders need to step up. They need to force a shift in the tide.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
Well, flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Levine. They set the screen. Here's Porter. That one falls coming off Burke's feet. That's 7 points for Otto Porter Jr.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Beam passes to Hill. Porter with the steal. Passes to Gortat. Again, the Wizards good for two.
Well, the basketball IQ on display for Otto Porter makes the right read there.
Outside, Levine. And it's off from three-point range. Wizards trail by 15. Poked away. Here's Burke. He dishes it to Porter. Shoots. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Porter's got 9. 44 seconds left to play in the first half. And the pass to Rush. And the jam by Beal.
How about putting on a show? Bradley Beal, the aerial improvisation.
Timberwolves leading by 11. Levine kicks to Garnett. Back to Levine. From the arc. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And Brandon Rush hits the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. 12 seconds left here in the second. The Wizards have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. That free throw, no good.
Taking 2 shots.
He doesn't get the second one. And here's Garnett. He feeds it to Dunn for 3. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so that brings the first half to a close. Minnesota on top, leading by 14. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Steve Clifford. Steve, what's the focus going into the second half?
The big thing is they've got so much offense, and they have so many guys who come in and score. You got to play every possession defensively, and it's got to be every single possession.
Coach, thanks very much for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome, everyone. We'll be taking a look back at what was clearly what a start it was for Karl Anthony Towns. He had 20 points, 11 rebounds, and 1 assist. And Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
Well, they were dishing out dimes left and right, and the guys were finishing strong. As a team, they seem to be always thinking, always looking for the best shot. If they keep sharing the ball this way, the second half could be more lopsided than the first.
Shaq, what was your takeaway? And in a matter of moments,
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
How about a double-double already? I mean, this is the sort of energy performance that just energizes your entire team.
Those kinds of stats take a lot of sweat and hard work, and he only needed a half to do it.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Washington, Beal and Porter are out on the wing. Morris pairs with Gortat down low, and it's Wall in at the point guard position.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Levine for 3, and another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, the league and NBA teams have become much more aware of protecting players' health, and they're finding out that rest and sleep are a huge part of that. Warriors head coach Steve Kerr said medicine and science have improved, and thought processes do as well. He said in the old days, guys played 48 minutes. Well, we've made advances. We don't go backwards with this stuff. We go forwards. Guys, that's why they want their players off their feet as much as possible.
Good report, DA. Thank you. The free throw drops for Towns.
2 shots.
And last season, John Wall said he felt that he is a top 3 point guard in the NBA. While he certainly is up there, that is a pretty bold statement to make. So that being said, Doris, where do you feel he falls?
Well, you know, this is an interesting time in the NBA. Some call it the golden age of point guards, and most will agree he is a top 6 or 7 point guard and has some areas he can improve on. And with how his career arc is trending, I would say he's very close to being a top 3 point guard in the league, just not quite there yet.
And it's Beal in the corner. No good from outside. Timberwolves leading by 14. Levine dishes to Garnett. It's stolen by Morris. Oh, and here we go. Wall's got it. The fast break chance. And that one's good by Gortat.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Levine passes to Towns. No good on the shot. Good work defensively by Morris. Washington's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And stolen by Dunn. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Towns. Gortat with the defensive effort.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Beal, that's for 2. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Beal's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Dunn kicks to Rush. Porter with the steal. From past the arc. Tips it up.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Dunn dishes to Rush. For 3, Levine. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
Hitting a high percentage of his shots. He's been a real catalyst for their success.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
You know, I think one thing Coach will address in this timeout right now is you're missing a lot of shots. Why not become more of a facilitator out there?
Nikola Pekovic is checked in for the Timberwolves. And a chance now to review the shot chart.
And the work he's doing from deep has been fun to watch. Great looks, and he's knocking them down. His ability and threat to drop those long-range bombs on a defense really makes their offense click.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. They get a hand on it, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. While there's a chance, let's show you the teams that have thrived on the fast break this season. The Timberwolves, number 1.
You really got to admire their conditioning. I mean, it takes a major commitment to play that fast-breaking style, and they are all in.
Mahinmi's checked in for Gortat. Lots of room. A rebound by Pekovic. Timberwolves leading by 11. And Rush kicks to Levine. Shoots the 3. Porter pulls it in. Wizards have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Pekovic with the rebound. Pekovic has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Bean passes to Pekovic. That one, no good. Good work defensively by Morris. And Pekovic gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Wizards making a switch here. Thornton's checked in. Washington's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Hangs. Count that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Morris.
And when they desperately needed to get things turned around, they were able to rally and get back into it.
You know, they found a way to compose themselves on both ends of the floor, and that's what's really powered this run.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
Timberwolves leading by 8. Levine kicks to Dunn. From beyond the arc. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got his 8th assist here tonight.
Gotta put some pressure on Dunn when he's squaring up from outside. Just an exceptional score.
And Pekovic gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Minnesota making a switch. Aldridge is checked in. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Pekovic.
And let's check out stats for Levine. He's been dominant over the last month. He's putting up 33 points a night, almost 4 steals and 5 assists. And he continues to hone his game. I think the potential is there.
Beal dishes the Wall to the middle. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Dunn. Rush from outside. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And Wall kicks to Beal. Knocked away. The Wizards working the ball around now. Good chance here for Wall. Minnesota with the rebound. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Levine for 3. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And Wall kicks to Thornton. Here's Morris. Offensive rebound. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Morris has got 13 points.
You know, that's the passion you like to see from Markieff Morris, converting off the board.
Dunn passes to Levine. Fires for 3. Gets it to fall, and now he's 10 of 15 on the game.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowed.
Morris a screen. There's the double team with Pekovic. Here's Thornton. Mahinmi trying to get open. And Thornton with the basket on the assist from Mahinmi.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Rush dishes to Pekovic. Dunn kicks to Levine. There's 3-pointers off the mark. Wizards trail by 16. Pass to Morris. Feeds to Thornton. Dunn kicks to Aldrich. Kick out to Levine. From outside the arc. Drills it from outside. Levine's got 15 points in just the second half.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Goes up the baseline. And good. Got the family bounce off the right side of the rim. 14 points for John Wall.
You can see the satisfaction John Wall takes in making those jumpers. He continues to improve in that area.
Tremendous effort. I mean, this guy has already cracked double digits on the backboard.
You know, and a lot of it comes down to great fundamentals. Establishing position early, controlling the carom.
Tries again. Wall with another miss. Timberwolves leading by 17. Pekovic passes to Dunn. In the corner, Rush with it. Aldrich dishes to Dunn. Levine kicks to Pekovic. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And let's see some of the numbers on John Wall. This last month, he's been positively spectacular. 6 in assists, and he's a defensive ball hawk. You can't let your guard down. Remember, he's 10th in the league in steals per game.
Nicholson's checked in for Washington. Burke comes in for John Wall. Gorgie Dang's checked in for Minnesota. Hill comes in for Cole Aldrich. Hill dishes to Levine. Launches a 3. The shot, no good. And it's Washington the other way. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Bucks at BMO Harris Bradley Center in Milwaukee. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Shabazz Muhammad's checked in for Nikola Pekovic. Thornton against Levine. Mahimi a screen. Here's Beal. A picture-perfect screen play, and the jumper's good. Beal's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Boy, as aggressive as he's been, hitting all these shots, they're still behind.
Well, for Bradley Beal, he's just an incredible three-point shooter, and Doris always has been since he came into the league out of Florida after growing up in the St. Louis area.
Well, think about this, Kevin. Beal has never averaged less than 4 three-point attempts a game in his career. This is one of the most consistent three-point threats in the NBA, and his shot is effortless. With how well this guy shoots, you almost wish he could shoot more often and see how far he can take his game. You know, the key to that possession was really the pass. Perfectly placed assist, made the shot the easy part.
Here's Muhammad. Out of bounds, Washington takes possession. Kevin Garnett, he's checked in for Minnesota. Wizards trailed by 14. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That's his 5th foul.
And you've got to be more careful in that situation. That's his 5th foul, and now he's walking a fine line.
Garnett against Beal. From 11 feet away, here's Nicholson outside for Thornton. That 3 off the mark. Timberwolves leading by 14. Beam passes to Dang. Down low, here's Hill. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Hill's got 8. The Wizards shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Now here's Burke. He has 6. Beal's shot is good.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Kick out to Levine. From downtown. Bangs home the trifecta. Levine's got 18 points just in the second half.
Well, he's hitting at will as they close in on the home stretch, still out in front.
There's the dish to Nicholson. Got a piece of it. And Beal kicks to Burke. There's 1:40 left to play here in the third. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. 8 points for him.
You can't can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Come on, as a defender, you have got to fight harder to get through that screen and stay with your man.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Gortat's checked in for Washington. Porter comes in for Marcus Thornton. That free throw, good from Zhang.
Now, this is a guy who was 63% from the free throw line his first year. As Zhang now has transformed himself into a very good free throw shooter.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And now a glance at the 2K leaderboard with a list of the NBA's top assist men over the past 10 games. The fourth spot held by Chris Dunn.
And those games have seen him dropping more dimes than you might have thought possible.
Garnett outside. Back to Levine. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Dunn. Misses the three. Wizards trail by 17. Here's Burke. Rebound Minnesota. Hill's got his third rebound on the night. Zhang dishes to Dunn. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Dunn's got 5 points now this quarter.
There's just no way you are stopping Dunn when he's that close to the bucket. A skilled finisher and amazing athlete.
Burke the pass to Beal. Basket counts. Beal's got 15 points in just the second half.
I love what I see from him this quarter. Very decisive and very accurate.
Hill kicks to Zhang. Outside, Levine. Back to Zhang. Levine against Beal. Levine dishes to Hill. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And really, guys, his percentage from the line at 70 isn't quite up to snuff.
Wizards trail by 20. Burke with it. 8 points for him. There's a screen by Gortat. Beal, that's for two. Nice D from Levine. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The Timberwolves on top, running away with it. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Timberwolves leading by 20. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Dunn is out there with Zach LaVine. Then there's Towns, then it's Hill, and it's Garnett in at the three.
Wow, what a special performance this guy's putting on from long range.
He's just been raining threes. That's where the majority of the damage he's doing is happening.
Morris. It's rebounded by Towns.
He looked like he rushed that look. Just needs to take his time, and the shot is there.
Bean passes to Towns. That three off the mark. The Wizards shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Porter kicks to Wall. Pass to Burke. Here's the feed to Gortat. Dishes to Wall. Morris a screen. Off the screen. Wall's shot is off. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Morris. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. Here's Burke. Off target with his three. Minnesota shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Here's Hill. The shot will not fall. Good work defensively by Morris. It's Porter outside. Goes back up. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Towns has got 24 points.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. And that one's good. Burke.
Listen, this guy's a willing passer, and Porter has a natural instinct for this game.
Levine dishes to Towns. Back to Levine. He kicks to Dunn. He tries for three. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Hill. And the layup is good.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Too many. Simple as that. Their defensive weaknesses are being exposed right now.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Trains it from beyond the arc.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first three of the half, there might be more in store.
Garnett outside. Back to Levine. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Takes the three. That's good from Dunn on the assist by Towns. Towns has got his third assist on the night. Now here's Wall. He's covered closely. Morris right side. Down low. And that one's good by Porter.
Well, when Porter gets that kind of room to operate inside, he's extremely dangerous.
Timberwolves leading by 23. The kick out to Hill. Wide open look. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Now Wall. There's Porter with the three. But they get it back.
The momentum continues to go their way. Pretty much the story of the game. He's cold from deep. 0 threes in the second half after hitting just one in the first.
And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. So Hill will go to the free throw line. It's going to go on Markieff Morris. Here's what Washington's going with right now. Eddie's checked in, and Kelly Oubre subbed in for Otto Porter Jr. And then for Minnesota, Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Aldridge comes in for Kevin Garnett. And Shabazz Muhammad subbed in for Levine. And Morris throws it down.
Well, this is what you like to see from Morris, being aggressive. Hammer it down with authority, big man.
Muhammad, the pass to Pekovic. On the wing, Hill. Back to Pekovic. To the inside. Here's Aldridge. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Wizards with possession. Burke kicks to Eddie. Here's Satoransky. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
That, my friend, is what we call poetry in motion. Terrific pass that led him right into the shot.
Here's Muhammad. Aldridge dishes to Pekovic, and it's good for two.
Well, this guy is an enormous presence inside. The frame, the strength, there's everything there for Pekovic.
The Wizards have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Here's Burke, and that one hits back iron.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Aldridge. That shot no good. Now Washington takes it the other way. That's tipped. Kicks it to Dunn by himself. And Dunn with the slam.
And the length of Dunn really annoys the opposition. So good at sticking his hands in passing lanes and coming away with steals.
Now here's Burke. Guarded closer. Passes it to Morris. Fade away. Count that one. Morris has got 4 points this quarter.
What a turnaround in the second half. So much more accurate overall.
Dunn kicks to Muhammad. Fires the three. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way. Minnesota making a switch. Rush is checked in. Wizards have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Poked away. The pass to Satoransky. That one goes. Count it.
I love the low post attack on that one.
Minnesota's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Pass to Pekovic. He dishes it to Aldridge. Back to Pekovic. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Muhammad. No good with the triple.
Well, he had the defense's attention, dropping 2 threes in the first half, but he hasn't made one since.
Oubre passes to Satoransky. With the teardrop, and the layup is up and in.
Boy, got a little fancy with that one. Laid in the floater and got the crowd buzzing.
Minnesota shooting 53% from the field in the fourth quarter. Can't ask for more than that from your offense. Aldridge kicks to Dunn. He tries for 3. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Morris against Pekovic. Pass to Satoransky. He feeds it to Burke. Launches it. Hits it from three-point range. Burke's got 9 points now in just the second half.
I'll tell you, they've played an uneven brand of basketball, but he's scorching the nets.
Dunn kicks to Pekovic. Takes a 3. Rebound, Washington.
Boy, in the latter stages, his shot is off. At least they're still winning.
There's Satoransky. And the 3 off target. Minnesota's shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. Finish off the break. Satoransky's got 8 points in the quarter. Minnesota leading by 22. Dunn dishes to Pekovic. Feeds to Dunn. Aldridge kicks to Pekovic. Almost, but it rolls out. Here's Washington now. They're on an 11-3 run. And Burke has it in the corner. No good with the triple. Here's Aldridge. Here's Pekovic. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
After being held scoreless in the first, he's turning it on here in the second.
Minnesota making some changes. Towns comes in for Cole Aldridge. And Zach LaVine sub in for Shabazz Muhammad. And that one misses.
So good at drawing fouls as well as making foul shots. This is a big part of Pekovic's offense. You know, it seems to me on a regular basis, we see John Wall do something on the basketball court that makes your jaw drop. His ability to find open players with his passing, the way he can get to the hoop, making the most complex moves seem pedestrian.
Minnesota making a switch here. Garnett's checked in. Dunn kicks to Garnett. To the paint. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Wall. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. And that one's stripped by Porter.
Well, this guy can thrive in transition. Otto Porter with good burst and a live body.
With Wall, he really does seem to make this spectacular happen on a regular basis. Doris, he's helped by the fact that he has unparalleled athleticism at his position.
Well, no doubt, Kevin. This may be the most gifted athlete at the guard spot in the league. And once that was Wall's main strength, but he has taken big steps to shore up the rest of his game. His passing and decision-making have come a long way, and he continues to find ways to be a better point guard.
There's Beal with the 3, and that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Dunn passes to Garnett. To the left wing. Towns is doubled. Trying his luck deep. Dunn misses. Wizards trail by 17. Porter dishes the Wall. There's a minute 40 left in the fourth quarter. Good on the bucket. 15 points for Otto Porter Jr.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. .133 left in the fourth. Towns kicks to Levine. Puts up a three.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Timberwolves.
Free throws were a big factor in this one.
You know, it's always great to get a lot of shots at the line, but the key, they were able to convert tonight. You start making free throws, and it can get you the win.
And this will make it 36 wins on the year for them.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone. A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Levine.
Well, to me, he was the key to their ball movement. Great job finding the open man and keeping that offense flowing with the way he was passing.
And really no better feeling to go on the road and play this well and get the win.
In front of a hostile crowd, they showed absolutely no fear. This was a statement victory on every level.
The dish now to Dunn. Kick out to Levine. Lets it go from deep. And another three for Minnesota.
I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, they're playing the right way. I mean, when you're increasing your lead, it means you're playing a better brand of basketball.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wall. Well, for the Timberwolves, they can just run out the clock here. And here's Levine. Garnett outside. Here's Pekovic. Drills the baseline jumper.
Well, you don't think of Pekovic as a catch-and-shoot guy, but he definitely has that skill in his arsenal.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Allman, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson along Zach LaVine. He came out of halftime not to be denied. Active, assertive, everyone rallied around his energy.
In terms of three-point shooting, this could be framed as a historic performance. Hitting that many three-point shots in a...
And that'll wrap things up.